Right, so we're doing a combination video, and I'm gonna start doing these. I miss doing these. I enjoy them. They're fun. I'll probably do them for the rest of my life. I'll pull a card a day for the rest of my life. I mean, I might not be consistent, but I will always come back to it. Always come back to it. But anyways, combination day. So you can pause this video, get your notebook, see if you can come up with a combination or a reading or a message with these two cards, and put it down in the comment section. I would like to know what you came up with. These are fun to learn the cards and to help you put the cards together. So yeah, to get your own thoughts on this combination, write it out, put it down below, and then play the video, and let's see how our interpretations match up. All right, so first card, the Wheel. Now, the Wheel is a major arcana card, and this is the Light Seers deck. And I think a beginner could use this deck, but really you should start with Rider-Waite. But Light Seers is not, this deck isn't hard to interpret. It's not hard to understand at all. It's not any random symbols that you have to go look up or anything. I think it's a pretty straightforward deck. So if you don't feel called to use Rider-Waite, this is a good option to go to. But anyways, so this is the Wheel card. And right off the back, I noticed the light and dark air look like clouds or something like that. I see white and black and the dice on her, around her neck. And then look at her, the way she's standing. It's making a number 4. I never noticed that before or really paid much attention to it. The way she's standing, it's she's balancing herself, but she's balancing herself on one leg. So it can possibly not be that sturdy. This wheel is spinning and she's standing on one leg, so imagine standing on one leg and then you got something spinning under you. You could probably fall off. But anyways, I don't quite have a connection with that yet. But anyways, the dice here around her neck. The Wheel is a major arcana card. This is about change. And it's about destiny, and this is about the universe and things at work behind the scenes. You don't have much control over the wheel. It just starts spinning in either direction. It can go down or it can go up. It could be fortune or misfortune. It's, that dice right there. You know how you take a gamble? You take a chance. You could lose or not. You never know what you're going to get with the Wheel card. And so next, 2 of Swords, minor arcana. Swords are thoughts, thinking, communication, air sign, zodiacs. Think Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. And she's got 2 crows on either side. They're pulling her hair and yelling at her and stuff. And she can't see them. And where she's going, but she can hear them. She can feel them as well, but she can't see. Sorry about that. But yeah, she cannot see. And it's because she doesn't want to. Her hands are free. She can take the blindfold off. Nobody's holding a gun to her head. Nobody is making her keep that blindfold on. And it kind of reminds me of the 8 of Swords as well. How she's loosely tied up and stuff. And nobody's keeping you here. Is your own mind. So we're putting the 2 cards together the wheel and two swords. You're going from like a stroke of luck or energy that you can't control, right? To energy that you can't control. So this is an interesting combination. I need a minute to put it together because they're contrasting. Usually, like, you see the wheel, you might see where the person has changed or where they ended up, and it's positive. But in this case, it's like she was blindsided by the changes. Like, she didn't know those changes came out of nowhere. It's almost like these two cards together makes me think about the Tower, how unexpected it is, and your whole life is in shambles. And usually people don't see it coming with the Tower, just all of a sudden. And that's another one where you don't really have a lot of control. So the wheel is out of control, right? And the thing is, it could swing good, I'm just going to say good or bad, It could be a good thing, or, it could be something kind of painful, and in this case, I think the wheel might have swung. I mean, but you know what? It don't mean that the changes were negative. She just don't know what to do with this new life she has. You know how somebody might had sudden fame and they can't really, they don't know, they got all this money, they're not used to it. They got all this fame, they're not used to it. And they have to get used to, all this wealth, all this good fortune. And they might not even feel like they deserve it. They might not come from much, They might not come from much, like rags to riches type of story. But since we only have two cards, we don't know what else happened, So we're just going off of these two cards here. I mean, usually you can, put more cards down or have more cards around. It would give you more details. But since we're just doing a combination, my interpretation of these two cards is big life change, good or bad, took this person by surprise, and now they don't know what to do. They can't figure out what to do next now. So new life, new level, and it's like a now what? What do I do with all of this? It's just something just dropped in your lap. Something dropped in your lap, And so, I just thought about how some activists might not have signed up to become an activist or a leader, but just because they were put in a tight situation and they was forced to speak out or do something to provoke change, they rose to prominence. They became this leader that they didn't intend to wake up and be a leader that day. They just was pushed the wrong way today, and now I'm leading a whole revolution type of thing is what I get with this combination here. Yeah. So that was fun. Yeah. All of a sudden, big change. You don't know what to do. Big change you didn't see coming at all. And you need to take a moment. Every time I see Two of Swords, take a moment, listen to your inner voice, get away from the crowd, get away from everything, take a breath. You need a minute to take it all in. That you need a minute to take the changes in. Yeah, you got to get a hold of things. And then you need to sit down. You need to plan your next move. How you feeling? Like, check in with yourself, you know. So that's what I got with these two. I would love to hear what your interpretation is of these. And let's just keep this going. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye. So check out my link tree and see my other offerings there. You can follow me on TikTok. You can follow me on Facebook. You can check out my journals, my tarot card. No, I'm sorry, not tarot cards, oracle cards. I have no desire to make a tarot deck at all. Oracle cards, or some sort like that. But yes, go to my links in the bio, or it might be the description box, and it'll show you everything is organized there, everything I have to offer. Check out the rest of my page or my channel. Check out my playlists. And it's more combination videos on here and other interpretations that I've done and readings. So I have plenty for you to explore. Until next time. Bye.